to my mirror. Oh. All right, I think we're ready to go. So let's go ahead and get started. Heyo, Belle here, and I have been inspired. Pretty much, I was watching BeetleJuice last night, of course. The inspiration struck, like specifically, I was watching BeetleJuice by Tim Burton with Michael Keaton and all the awesomeness. And then right as soon as I finished the feature film, I went on to watch the animated series, and that's what inspired me. Obviously, both things inspired me equally, but the one that I feel like that I can pull off right now is Lydia Deetz makeup from the animated series, which looks like this. So here she is, beautiful Lydia, very grumpy and disappointed with life, as always. God knows I know how that feels. So this is gonna be the look. She's got purple over here, pink right here. Like, you know, I guess this is the upper lid. I don't know. I don't really remember how to say these things right now for some reason. It's just escaping me. But either way, yes, we're gonna go ahead and do a purple, pink, and black look. It's gonna be awesome. So yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna put my face on and we'll start from there. So we've gotten, dang it. So we've gotten this far. This is full face on. I'm going to try to find a nice pink, yes, for the bottom shade. Actually, you know what? First, I think I'm gonna go ahead and find a purple. So the first purple that I'm gonna use is going to be from the Life's a Drag palette, the Pageant Queen purple. I'm gonna try to use it very, very, very sparingly, of course. Sorry guys, I have a bag right here that's trying to be cool and trying to be very friendly right now. Anyways, let me see. I get a little blendy brush. Yes, little Brendy brush. Yes, Brendy the brush. That's her name now. So we're gonna get Brendy, and we're gonna go ahead and tap into Pageant Queen and a little bit of Cake Face. Tap that in there. I'm just gonna go for it. I hope you're ready for this. I'm gonna try to get this in my crease and only in my crease. And remember, we're feeling for this bone right here. That bone right there is basically where your crease is supposed to be. Especially for those of you boys and girls who have hooded eyes like I do, where your fold comes down and covers up part of your eyelid. Just try to feel for where that bone is, and that is where you should be placing your color. So we're gonna go with this really, really nice light purple, light-handed. Make sure that you're not going too heavy because these colors are very, very pigmented. Remember, be careful, because if you're not careful, it'll go crazy. Also gonna try to get it right here in this bit. Go around your eyeball. Feel for your eyeball, which you will feel it's right around here. Try to just go around that. Remember guys, I like to do a little bit of extra color right here in my inner corner, but that's just my preference. You don't have to do that part. I just think it looks pretty, so that's why I do it. And I think that that's good for that side. Me likes these colors. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with that. Wipe off my brush with my Veramona color switch, my favorite, one of my favorite things this year. What a goodbye, man, goodbye. Go ahead and do the other side. Also, I'm gonna use this color to kind of contour my nose a little bit, just a little bit, not too much. I really like this brush for like a lot of blending things because it's very, very soft and it keeps everything nice and blown out, which is super pretty. Just keep on with this until I get to the point where I'm happy with it.
It's like this and like that, like this and it's like this and like that, like this and
Sorry guys, I'm listening to Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg right now. Super fun. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because I can't even hear myself thinking. That's crazy. If your music is so loud that you can't even hear your own thoughts, you might want to rethink that. Mind the pun. Okay, so I think that that color is perfect right there. I'm gonna go ahead and clean off this brush before I forget, because I forget sometimes. You know, I am human. I forget things a lot. So I clean off my brush. I'm gonna go ahead and use KbyEEEEE and Cake Face. Just bounce in there, tap off the excess, and I'm gonna use that for my actual eyelid. Realistically, I should be using a flat brush for this, and that's probably why this isn't working as well as I need it to. I'm gonna go ahead and grab myself a flat brush once I've done this to both eyes. Remember, always make sure that your brushes are clean. Make sure your brushes are clean before you use them, honey, because if they're not clean, you're gonna mess up all the things that you were trying to do. We're using patting motions, guys, patting. Okay, so it's starting to come up, and I think I'm gonna darken that purple a little bit too, but that does look cute. Okay, and then here's another thing that I like to do is I like to go around where I can feel my eyeball and go around it. That's basically where your whole eyelid is, essentially. So there's that. Good, good. So next I'm gonna go ahead and grab that purple again. I'm just gonna barely tap into it, tap it off, and I'm gonna go into my actual crease again with it to darken it a little bit more. Give it a little more dimension. Remember, we're going around the eyeball. We're not gonna go into this area right here, just right under the socket of the eye. And I know it seems a little scary, guys. Like, I feel like it's a little bit freaky to say, like, you're using your bones and your eyeball to, like, kind of guide where you're supposed to be, but that's what you're supposed to do. Like, if you don't do that, you're gonna be missing out, because you're gonna be trying to create anatomy on yourself that doesn't exist, or you're working with anatomy that doesn't exist. You have to work with your own anatomy, and it's real silly, but if I would have understood that a long time ago, I probably would have had a lot easier time working with makeup my whole life. So yeah, there we go, and I'm gonna do a little bit more purple just up over the top here, because I feel like it's too similar in shade. So I'm gonna add a little bit more purple, and I might even add a little bit of black to really punch it up. There we go. There's the purple, or as Rancid would say, there's the flavor. Yes. That's pretty good, man. You know what? I really need to do a video on, like, the faces that I make in order to figure out, like, where my placement of shadows and light goes. I feel like it would be a good thing for me to teach you guys the tips and the tricks that I use to create these looks, because it takes a lot to figure out what your own facial anatomy is, and I think that I could probably clear some things up for you guys. So if you would like to see a full video on how to find where your shadows and highlights are supposed to go, let me know. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Please let me know. I would love to hear from you guys, because yeah, I mean, realistically, I'm here for you. So I need to hear from you guys in order to know, like, what is it that you want to see next, you know? So let me know. I'm very interested in what you guys are into and what you want to see next. So yeah, I think that this is good for here. I'm gonna throw just a little teeny tiny touch of black right here, right in the corner, just to give it even more of a depth effect right there. I'm gonna use Shady just on this tiny little brush here, and I'm gonna go right in the corner. Right in the corner right there, and then blend it out. This is a very small blending brush from Morphe. I love Morphe brushes. They're very, very affordable, and they're very, very worth it. I have not had a brush that I didn't like from Morphe. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Okay, and I think I'll add a little bit just right in the corner right here, just to bring that in even deeper. Because like I said, I really like to deepen this one little area right here. I like that dark looking kind of eye. Good shit. Okay, once again, just the tip of the brush on the other side. Okay, so I think that that's good right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of the things as far as contour, highlight, and things like that. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my lipstick first, because actually that is a real part of the actual makeup that she has. So the color that she looks like she's wearing is really like a nude, but I kind of want to go for something that's a little bit more in line with everything else that we've done. So I'm gonna go with Scorpio from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, because it's kind of like a nude purple. So I'm gonna go with that. This is an old one. Oh my gosh, it looks so weird. I think it already like discolored. This is one of my first Jeffree Star lipsticks like ever, so it might be a little bit weird, and if it is, then we'll figure out something else, but right now I'm gonna try it on. And it's not that bad. You know, and I think something really cute about Lydia is that she actually doesn't have a top lip half the time, which is really, really weird, but since that's the case, I'm actually gonna cover up my own Cupid's bow and just give myself like a full round lip, basically. Okay, so that's pretty good, I think. I'm gonna try to get this lip right, because my goodness, this is really old and sticky already, but we're working with it. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put on my eyebrows. Lydia has really, really bold eyebrows, so I guess I'll just go along with that. Go ahead and just dab my brush in here. This is Anastasia Dip Brow. Oh my gosh, I have a hair in it. There's a hair in it. That's gross. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dip into that. Try to find this hair to get it out of here. There it is. There it is. I got it. Gross. Okay, dab into that, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. You guys already kind of know how I do my brows, so I'm just gonna fast forward through this part. Okay, so I'm also adding this little bit here because, like I said, Lydia has these really crazy eyebrows. So, like, yeah, check it out. She's got some crazy eyebrows. I mean, they're pretty nuts, so that's why I'm gonna keep them and I'm gonna go with it. I think my brows are pretty much done. That's good. On to the next thing, which is eyeliner and mascara. She doesn't have a lot of eyeliner going on, so I'm just gonna do a very thin line way up at top. I'm gonna use the, if I can find it, oh here it is, the Tarteist Clay Paint Liner. Having a hard time speaking this morning, honey. Okay, so I'm gonna go, oop, there's a hair on it. Of course there is. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this nice and loaded up. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this very, very, very thin up top. And actually, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wipe off all, First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wipe off all this excess powder so it doesn't wind up in my eyeliner later. And also at the same time, it's gonna set my brows and my lips. There we go. Good stuff, kids. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this on the eyes here. It's so hard to do a thin line, but just go slow. Okay, so we got one eye done. Let's do the other one. And it's really funny because I said do a super thin line, but obviously I can't do that. So if it's you and you can do a very thin line, then you do a very thin line. I just can't. I don't have the steady hand for it, so this is what I end up with. And this is as thin of a line as I can get for myself, so let's do the other side. Okay, methinks that that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and be done with that. Since I've already got liner down, I'm gonna go ahead and get my fun guy, my favorite little blending brush. I'm gonna clean him off because he's got some black on him right now. And Lydia only has a line of black under her eyes, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line my waterline with a shiny peach colored eyeliner so that my eyes look bigger because she's got giant eyes. This is like a shimmery nude beige, I guess, and so I'm gonna use that on the inside of my eyes here, and it's supposed to kind of bring your eye open a little bit more. And now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab my little fun brush right here. Since she's only got that one black line, I'm gonna go ahead and take some artistic, what do you call it? Artistic liberty and do a little bit of a more smoky pink and purple type of thing. And then I'll do the black underneath with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a bit of that purple and start right here. Just a bit because I don't wanna do too much. I don't want it to go too crazy because it is just a thin line. It looks a lot better just already. So just keep on adding that until you're happy with it. And remember always to go in the corner and mix those two lines together. If you don't, it's just gonna have a broken area right here where skin is exposed. And I mean, unless you like that, go ahead and try to connect them. Like, I mean, because it could be just your aesthetic, you know what I mean? That's good for that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Make sure they're even on both sides. And then we're gonna go with that black. We're gonna get it just on the tip of the brush right there. And we're gonna go way up at the top, only the top. Trying to get it like as close to the waterline as possible. Okay, and it's starting to get a little darker. And like I said, guys, we always wanna try to build very, very slowly because if we don't, and we go too heavy-handed, we're just gonna ruin the look. It's gonna be too much. And then we're not gonna be able to take it back. We're gonna have to just wipe off that whole side of your face, and that shit sucks. Just trust me on that. I had a situation the other day. I was trying to do a look for a Beto O'Rourke rally, actually, and oh my gosh, it was so freaking difficult because I kept on messing up due to the fact that I kept going in too heavy-handed, and I kept screwing it up. So just trust me, I know this from experience. Don't go too heavy-handed, especially with these palettes nowadays. They're just so pigmented. I mean, for Christ's sake, that's one of Manny MUA's actual like catchphrases is, oh my god, it's so pigmented, you know? And of course his palette that he created would be extremely pigmented. And that's another thing that's funny to me is I don't understand how people hit pan with these things. I mean, unless you wear like a shit ton of makeup every day, it's gonna take a long time. It'll take a long time for you to hit pan with these things, I promise. And that's because I mean, like realistically, honestly, I am a beauty YouTuber. You'd think that I would hit pan with these things at least once. I still haven't hit pan with nothing. I don't know. It's the craziest thing in the world to me is that I still haven't hit pan with any of these palettes that I have. Okay, so there's that. Next thing we need to do, mascara. I know I need to do my contour and highlight stuff, so I'll do that also right after this. Oh boy. Alright, so I got a little mascara on my eye right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to click that off Once it dries, I'm not even gonna touch it until then. So this is an old mascara, you know, pretty much just very, very dried out. I use this to like straighten things out and also to like go over my eyebrows as kind of like an eyebrow gel, and it gives you a lot more texture in your brows. You can even do this just without anything, without any pomade, without any extra color in your brows already, and it brings them out a whole bunch. Like, even if you think you have no eyebrows, you would be surprised how much just a little tiny bit of almost finished mascara will do for your eyebrows. Learned that one from my mother-in-law. I just want to add a little bit of highlighter. No big deal, just something really, really simple and easy. Where's my little baby guy? I actually had my little baby guy. He was right here. Okay, so I'm going to grab my little baby blender brush. I'm going to clean him off. I'm going to go ahead and grab this pink opal shade right from my inner corner. Okay, and then at the same time, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my flat brush. I had a flat brush and I don't know where it went. I keep losing everything. That's like one of my things, like I lose everything while I'm in the process of stuff, which is so hilarious to me. Okay, I'll use this guy. Hopefully it's not gonna have too much like weird stuff on it. I'm not gonna ruin the look with some kind of stupid thing that I'm doing right now. Hopefully I don't mess this up because I'm liking it a lot so far. Use this flat brush bit here, grab that pink opal again, and then go to just the middle, right where my eyeball is. You guys see where my eyeball is right here? I'm gonna go right above that. If I close my eyes, my eyeball's right here. Right, and this is where you wanna really focus your highlight when it comes to your eyelid. You wanna really focus your highlight right on this little bit of area right here. So there's a little highlight. Can you see the difference? I'm not really sure if you can see it or not, but I certainly can. Okay, so next one, I'm gonna do the other side. Then I'm gonna go ahead and grab another shade from this same Alchemist palette by Kat Von D. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the purple shade, which is the middle shade. I'm gonna get just a little bit of that. I'm gonna put that right up here and blend it in with the actual purple that's up here. Just give us a little extra pop of color and a little extra pop of purple right there. And remember, blending it into the actual shade up here so it can look like one cohesive color. You can develop this color up to the point that you like it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Buddy, you're so pretty. I love this color. Okay, so that's that, and that is the eyes all finished up, all good, all done. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly put on my contour and highlight things. I will show you the highlight, but I'm not gonna show you the contour. You guys already know how I contour. Actually, you guys don't know how I contour. I just changed it. I just started doing it differently than I used to, so I guess I will show you. As you guys know already, I really love the shade Safe Word from the Androgyny palette by Jeffree Star, right? I really love Safe Word, but Androgyny together with Safe Word is freaking beautiful, and that was the most recent colors that I've used. I finally perfected my contour, was how I felt about it, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I'll show you guys how it comes out. Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, what is that? Well, I have a weird spot on my face. I'll bump that out right now. I don't know what I was doing with that, but okay, it's fine. That's pretty funny. See guys, things like that happen all the time. Don't worry about that kind of shit. It don't matter. Androgyny and Safe Word from the Androgyny palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and just contour my face really quickly. So there is the cheeks. Okay, that's the temples, the forehead. Get into that hairline, buddy. Get into that hairline. I know it seems a little weird, but you gotta get in there. If not, it's gonna look funny. And then I always do my jawline just because I like doing it. And then I always go up my side of my ear right here and down the side of my neck. It's a connecting line, like why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? When the lines connect, you gotta connect them. Okay, that's about right, and then I'm gonna use whatever's left on my brush just to contour my nose on the sides a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to the bottom of the nose right here, darken that just a bit, and it kind of contours itself. Like, I don't really need to contour my nose too much because I have a tiny nose, or at least I think I have a tiny nose now. But yeah, I didn't used to think that. We'll talk about that in another episode. I'm gonna go ahead and find my, well, I guess I'll use this guy. This guy looks good. He's like a big fluffy blending brush for my highlighter. I think the highlighter that I'm going to use is, I think I want to use like as white of a highlighter as I possibly can find. See what we can find, kids. Whoa, well, I found one. Gee, neat this. This is the Naked 2 palette specifically. It's falling apart. I'm not completely sure why. I literally haven't touched this thing in months. So I'm gonna use Booty Call as a highlighter shade. I'm just gonna pack up my brush with it. I feel like I'm gonna have to punch this up with a Jeffree Star highlight. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to use this. This is just trash. I'm sorry. Urban Decay is not trash. That's not what I'm trying to say. This is just, it's just old. I think that really is the problem, is that it's just old. That is out the door. Oh, you know what I'm gonna use? I know what I'm gonna use. This is what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use the Lavender Snow highlighter from Jeffree Star. This is actually my first ever highlighter from Jeffree Star. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this in the perfect areas. I like to use something that's very concentrated so I can really put the highlight right where I want it and super hyper focus it in the places where I want it and not where I don't. We want it to be nice and diffused and blinding, but we don't want it to be all over the place. Like, you want your highlight placement to be nice and specific, because if you do that, then it's gonna look a whole lot nicer in the end. Because if you end up having just like this big old chunk of highlighter on the side of your face, it's just gonna make your face look fat. Like, I know it sounds real weird, but like, I'll tell you from experience, it makes your face look wider if you don't hyper focus it in like specific areas. It can also make your face look really sucked in if you do it right. Hence, I try to do it right. Basically, what you're highlighting is your bones. Here's my highest point of my cheekbone right here, and so I'm gonna really focus a lot of my pigment right there. I also have my brow bone here. This part does protrude a little bit, so I'm gonna keep on with that. Like I said, guys, I like to use my own bone structure a lot. I don't really do much other than that because it's my bone structure. Why would I not want to use it? There's our highlighter for our cheeks. Dab a little bit right here. You want your jawbone to be nice and popping because it's your jaw, like, it's your bones. You love your bones, the lovely bones. Everybody's got lovely bones. You just gotta learn how to use them. Cupid's bow. Now down the nose. And some people like to just grab it with their finger and go down their nose, but I don't really like doing that because I feel like it's too much. Forehead, because this is the brightest point of my forehead, right here, and right here. And then I'm gonna do my little heart on my tip of my nose. Pretty much I just do an X kind of motion, and that highlights my nose. You can put another little bit of highlight on places where you like, all based on your preference. I think that this is pretty much it, guys. Oh, I need to try to get rid of some of this mascara shit that happened down here. If you ever end up with mascara somewhere that you're not supposed to have it, or somewhere that you don't want it, use your spoolie from whatever, clean, preferably softer spoolie, and try to just scratch it until it goes away. I learned this one from Nate Schwant, Jeffree Star's boyfriend, and he learned it from Jeffree, but I learned it from him technically because it was on his tutorial. That's when I learned it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out my hair, and this is the finished look. I hope you like it. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's beautiful, and hence the inspiration. Yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up completely with some natural finish setting spray from natural finish setting spray. Oh my gosh, it took me forever to say that. From Wet n Wild, and I'm just gonna go ahead and spritz this around. Since we look nice and wet and dewy, we're gonna go ahead and go over with our beauty blender and just tap that in, okay? And that's gonna set our makeup for the day. It will stay beautiful all day. At least for me it will. Everybody's different, guys. Remember, everybody's different, so if something doesn't work for you that does work for me, that's okay. And if something that works for me doesn't work for you, that's okay too. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I feel so Lydia right now, other than the fact that yes, I am blonde and she has beautiful black hair. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually even try to get it in that fashion that she wears it. She always wears it up in a ponytail, so we'll do that for today also, just for funsies. I've been getting into like trying to do my hair again. I don't really think I'm gonna get too crazy with it because honestly I just don't want to. It's too much work. And we'll do like that, and we'll call this finished.
It's showtime!
Oh, my neck popped. Thank you guys so much for watching. I super enjoyed creating this for you. I'm so excited that I'm gonna get to wear this all day. Yes, I'm gonna enjoy the crap out of it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I really hope you like this video because I super enjoyed making it for you. I'm gonna go ahead and go. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Become a member of the Little Misfit Monster fam, and let's just hang out, dude. Also follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, what's the other one? Instagram at HeyOBelleMonster. And don't forget to hang out with me on Twitch Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and possibly Saturdays depending on how I feel. I will be on like Donkey Kong, honey. I'll see you guys on the next one. God bless you always. I hope you are enjoying your time. If you're not enjoying yourself and you're not educating yourself, honey, spend your time more wisely. I love you so much. God bless you always, and I will see you later. Okay, bye! My whole life is a dark room. One big dark room. BeetleJuice, BeetleJuice, BeetleJuice!